Do we have a right to repair our digital devices, or are they consigned and destined to become part of the e-waste stream? So I have Paul Roberts in the studio with me. Paul, you're a town meeting member from Precinct 8 and chair of the IT Advisory Committee, and you testified on Beacon Hill just a few days ago about digital right to repair. Can you tell us about the hearing, the issue, and the prospects?
Sure. This was on Monday, and it was a hearing on Beacon Hill of the Joint Committee on Professional Licensure and Consumer Protection, which is a joint Senate and House committee up on the Hill, and they were considering two bills, one in the House and one in the Senate, creating a digital right to repair. Folks in Belmont will remember this because our town meeting voted to send our support to Beacon Hill for this legislation. That was however many months ago, 5 or 6 months ago.
Last spring.
Yeah, and we just had the hearing this week.
Okay.
So we had at the hearing, I was speaking on behalf of myself and also on behalf of a group I created called Secure Repairers, who are information security professionals who support the right to repair. But there was a wide range of people testifying on the pro side, owners of mobile phone repair shops, consumers, people who work in the industry for companies who make replacement parts.
Right.
The whole ecosystem. On the con side, you had industry lobbyists, CTIA, AHAM, the Association for Home Appliance Manufacturers, TechNet. These were people who were paid lobbyists for large corporations.
So in 2013, Massachusetts passed legislation that essentially creates right to repair for automobiles, right?
That's right.
And so you're not locked into going to the dealership if you have an issue with your car. And this is sort of a long, even before the legislation, I think that this was a long-standing right that people felt that they had.
Yes.
But perhaps not enshrined in law until recently. But in the electronics context, the law has largely been silent.
That's right.
And some manufacturers have attempted to assert only we can repair your devices, or we're going to disable features. And I think that's been the case with Apple.
That's right. That's exactly right. So basically what's happened and why these laws are now necessary where they haven't been in the past is technology, right? It's changing so many different aspects of our lives, and it's changing this as well. And how it's doing that is increasingly devices. Your automobile is one, your phone is another. Maybe if you've got a refrigerator or dishwasher in the last 5 or 6 years, maybe that too. Run by software, connected to the internet, remotely managed, with software updates and other features from the manufacturer. That's great. But it also allows the manufacturer to increasingly stipulate how you use that device. And so if a part breaks on a refrigerator or dishwasher in the past, if you were technically apt, you could buy the replacement part, replace it yourself, get the piece of machinery back and working. Increasingly, you then additionally need the authorized service person to come out with their computer, type in a code to authenticate that part, and then the part will and then the device will work. That's being used to basically muscle out independent repair shops and third-party parts suppliers, all of these providers who, for consumers, make sure that there's competition, that prices are low, and that we have a good functioning market for aftermarket service and parts.
So this seems like a common sense issue, but this is actually the third year that this legislation has been before the Massachusetts Legislature. What are the prospects that we might get passage this year?
Well, and not only our state, but actually 19 other states this year brought right to repair legislation up. Massachusetts and New York are the only states that are still considering it. It was killed off in committee in 18 other states. So it has not come up for a vote in any state. And that is a testament to the power of the technology and electronics lobbies. We're hopeful in Massachusetts because, of course, we passed the auto right to repair bill in 2013. And obviously, we have a reputation as a state of getting out in front of consumer protection laws and a variety of other laws. So there is a lot of optimism that we could be the first in the nation on this as well.
All right. Well, that hopefully we'll see some progress on Beacon Hill, and thanks for your efforts.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll talk to you later.
I'll keep you informed.
Okay. Thank you, Paul.